To thoroughly examine the subject, the philosophy of freedom discusses many viewpoints. Each chapter moves from one view to another. Steiner does not always indicate these point of view shifts, which can confuse the reader. Translator Michael Lipson says, without indicating his shifts, he used such words now in the humblest, now in the most exalted sense. The cumulative effect of these maneuvers is to encourage the reader to develop an especially active style of reading, asking, how does he mean this? Is it possible to identify these point of view shifts in the book?
Dancing fearless.
What does this 0.8 mean?
Okay, that's a good question. I have the book sectioned off into different topics.
Okay.
On kind of a natural breaks within the chapter. I will go to the book text here. I'll go to the 1916 translation. And you can see the numbering system here. It starts out at the preface. It starts out with 0, 1, 2. There's 12 different topics in each chapter. First, there's an introduction, which is the 0 number. When the last number is 0, that's the introduction. The first number is the chapter number. I'll go up to chapter 1, which is what we're going to be starting with. Here's chapter 1. That means each section starts with a 1, and the 0 is the introduction of the chapter. And then it's followed by 12 different views. Here's 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and they also have a topic heading here. So the book is ordered that way, so I use those section numbers to identify things.
So are these titles like this, is that in the book? Or is that a title you gave me?
I gave those titles.
So these numbers right here, like 1.5, the 7, that's paragraph number 7 of that chapter.
The paragraphs are a different number system, but these are the paragraph numbers, paragraph 7, 8, and 9, under the 1.5 topic heading.
Okay, so the 1.5, was that a number you came up with?
It's based on a thought structure of the book, which I came up with, which is my own work. When you work with them, you'll see that there's kind of natural breaks from one topic to the next following this numbering system. It's very difficult to understand if you can't identify the breaks from topic to topic, because within one chapter, he gives this perspective, then he switches to another perspective, and then he switches to another perspective of the main theme of the chapter. If you miss that switch, it's very easy to get very confused, because he's talking about one view and then he moves into another view. And if you don't catch the switch, it can kind of get confusing. I mean, this makes it pretty easy to follow with these topics. But you can only find these on the website right now. I mean, eventually I'll publish something. I'm going to publish a new translation with these topic headings. Then it'll be in a book form. But right now it's online on the website here.
Do you have an index? I'm just curious with just the like 1.9, 1.10, with just listed without text under it.
Actually, I do, and I was going to show that today. The philosophy of freedom is a path, and there's two parts of that path. One is to learn and apply the principles in the book, and the other part is the practice of pure thinking. Okay, I'm going to go over the principles now to show you an example of the principles. There's a lot of information on the website. I'm going to go to book study, study guide, and principles. And here they're all listed with a sentence below them. It starts out with the goal of knowledge, which we've already done with principles of individualism. Starts out with there's 12 principles of individualistic life. Individual worthiness, rejection of conformity. These are all principles of individualism. Creative expression. And then it moves into principles of individualistic truth. How we have conviction of inner truth. Our inner truth is a comprehensible truth. Truth empowers. So we just completed that. And now chapter 1 we're going to be moving to. And here we have the principles from chapter 1, which will discuss freedom, conscious human action, principles of the action process. It lists out several principles of freedom: freedom of choice, free from external influences, and then discusses whether our experience of this, is it real freedom or is it an illusion?